I'm your host, Annie Bowles, and this is News du Jour. Today was my first full work day with a teething child. Woo! What a doozy. Exhausted is an understatement. Anyway, before we jump into the news for today, I wanted to say a huge thank you. We have hit a new record of 67 different countries listening to this podcast. And actually, Canada now makes up 2% of that. So all the other countries are 1% or less than 1%. The United States is still 93% of our following. But I wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who listens, especially our international audience. That is so exciting and something I really never expected. I also wanted to say a thank you to everyone who stuck with us through my maternity leave. Our audience right now is bigger than it's ever been, and I'm just blown away by all of the support. So thank you for showing up and for trusting us with your news. Such an exciting place to be, and I can't wait for the future. We're only going to grow up from here. So for our first story today, though, we are going to discuss some Trump, and more Trump. So yesterday, we went over a ton of Trump legal things, and there's just more to talk about day by day. So if you haven't listened to yesterday's episode yet, I would go back and listen to it just as sort of a precursor to this story because, again, like I just said, every day just kind of builds on what happened the day before and things are really speeding up. So hang on to your hats. There's a lot going on in this area. So former President Donald Trump landed in D.C. yesterday, and no one seems to know why. He insists that it's a quote-unquote work trip, whatever that means, but many are speculating that he either may be being arrested or turning himself in. You see, as per yesterday's episode, the Justice Department has issued over 40 subpoenas in a week, y'all, all related to Trump and mostly related to the January 6th inquiry. Of those 40, 2 were top Trump White House advisors who even had their cell phones seized as evidence. A lot of this also ties into what's called the fake electors effort, meaning where Trump had slated this team of illegitimate electors ready to go and ready to cast their votes for him if Mike Pence had ended up following Trump's orders on that fateful January 6th day. This is kind of this separate fork of the January 6th inquiry. Trump had only been back to D.C. once since he left the White House, and his visit took everyone completely by surprise. He exited the plane in golf shoes and a polo shirt, leading some to believe that he might be headed right to the golf course, or that he was plucked off of the golf course in Florida to hop on the plane abruptly. Who knows? Hopefully, we will soon. We'll keep you posted. And for our second and last story of the day, Pakistan underwater. So in case you guys hadn't heard, Pakistan had some major unprecedented flooding that has been ongoing for a while now. Over 1,000 people have already died from these floods, but about 33 million people have also been forced from their homes. 33 1.3 million. 100,000 square miles have been flooded, with people trudging through waist-deep, smelly water just to venture towards these little pockets of safety above flood levels. There has not even been enough dry land in many places to bury the dead or get rid of human waste. The country's food supply has been absolutely obliterated, as most of their farmlands are underwater and livestock killed. Millions are likely to have their food supply cut off and in need of aid very soon, if not right now, as the floodwater is covering about a third of the country, with more rain coming on the horizon. Flood damage estimates are at over $10 billion currently, and this will affect other parts of the world as well. Pakistan is one of the world's largest exporters of cotton and rice. These crops have been obliterated by these floods. Cotton prices are already super high due to weather conditions in the United States. So this is not good. It's only going to add insult to injury. And if the flood levels do not go down by mid-October, we will have even bigger problems on our hands, you guys, because that is planting season in Pakistan, meaning next year's crop will not be planted on time, essentially wiping out a large part of the country's economy and food supply for next year. This is undoubtedly the result of climate change. Climate change is now claiming victims all over the world and is only set to get worse. Pakistan really needs our prayers and our aid dollars right now, you guys. But what we really need more than that is to talk about climate change. This is a real and dire threat to us all. Weather events are getting more extreme and more frequent by the day, disrupting both economies and human life. We all need to call this what it is, give it our focus, and try to work together to find long-term solutions. I want to look my son August in the eyes and be able to tell him that we did all we could. I don't want him staring into the eye of a storm one day, knowing we won't make it out. We need to figure this out, you guys. We're capable, but not if we don't try. And that is the news du jour. Before we go for today, I wanted to let you guys know that our website is experiencing some technical difficulties right now, and unfortunately there won't be transcripts available until very soon. I'm working on it, but it's just going to take me a minute to get things back up and running. I'll let you know as soon as they're back. Today, I wanted to leave you guys with the quote, "Everything that is done in this world is done by hope." If you enjoyed this episode, please consider becoming a patron of our podcast. For $7.99 a month, you can unlock tons of perks like breaking news text messages so that you're never out of the loop. Tons of bonus episodes are already up there ready for you to binge, and a discussion board full of networking opportunities and much more. Go to www.patreon.com/sugarfree media today to become a patron. This is the best way to support our show. Our patrons make News du Jour possible. But a couple other ways to support our podcast are rate and review on whatever podcast platform you use to listen, share on your social media, you have influence, tell your friends, family, and colleagues that you love News du Jour and why you listen. You can also follow us on social media under sugarfreemedia.co on Instagram, just sugarfreemedia, all one word, on TikTok, and sugarfree_media on Twitter. We also have a weekend newsletter called Dreamers Digest that's full of dreamy content recommendations for your weekend and a life update from yours truly. Sign up today on our website, www.sugarfreemedia.co. Our music is by Joey Lavoie and Nicholas Foster. Our cover art is by Hannah Pierce Photography. Our Sugar Free Media logo is by Catherine Jezik Designs. Any twinkling or little footsteps you might hear in the background are by my dog, Rhett. He's a rescue pup and always records with me. We appreciate you listening and look forward to telling you about the news again next time on News du Jour.
Broadcasting from Oklahoma.